Welcome back, everybody. Thank you guys so much for stopping by. I hope you guys are having a good one out there today. Guys, we're going to be going over a stacked Fortnite account. If you guys would like to send in your account, make sure to send it to the email in the description. And also, guys, if you could, make sure to use my code COBESMIND. I would appreciate it. All right, guys, that's enough of that. Let's get into this because it's going to be a long one. So I would say whenever I record one of these types of fan videos, typically whenever I try to go over them, I want to see the smaller accounts because, you know, they actually have some thought behind the decision. A collector's account is very cool to go over because they have such a variety of skins. I mean, this guy almost has every single legendary skin in the game. But one of the main problems with going over an account like this is that there isn't really much thought process behind it. That's why I will be speeding up the gameplay or the account in the background, because it would just take forever to go over each of these and talk about all the decisions, because in reality, he really didn't make any. He shoves in his credit card like me, he purchases everything, and then he goes on with his day. But one thing I did want to mention, this guy is a superhero fanatic. He has like almost all of the DC skins, and I believe he actually does have all of the Marvel skins as well. Maybe that's sort of just his collection thing. He just wants the collection of all the Marvel skins. I don't know. But since we have had some time to digest the new season, we've been able to play for a little bit. I definitely wanted to talk about it, and I feel like this is one of those perfect accounts to just sort of talk about something else, sort of rant about something else, and not have to make a whole other video talking about it. So I know there are a lot of mixed opinions about this season. I feel like a lot of people either love it or a lot of people either just despise it and think it's one of the worst seasons ever. I would say for those competitive players that want the same old thing over and over again, well, Fortnite really isn't for you. Fortnite is one of those games where you have to adapt to new changes all the time, and that's when it's at its best. That is probably one of the reasons why you got into Fortnite in the first place, and now you've sort of forgotten about that. But I would say for all of those casual players out there, even if you don't necessarily love this season, you don't love the weapons, I mean, that's all good, guys. It doesn't matter, because at least next season, it's going to change. Think about it this way. If they never change anything, then you might be stuck in a meta. You might be stuck with weapons that you don't necessarily love. And I feel like Epic got into the pattern of going over the same routine. It was bring back old weapons and then take them away, and then bring back old weapons and then take them away. And that's really not what Fortnite has ever been about until recently. So I'm glad that they got rid of that for at least this season and we can enjoy something new. For me, even if I don't necessarily like this season, which I actually do, the new aspects to this game make it fun and they make it exciting. And I know, well, at least hopefully next season will be different. So even if you don't necessarily like this season, well, you know the next one's going to be different. And if you like next season, or let's say you like this season, well, know that it's not going to last forever, so you have to enjoy it now. That's sort of my optimistic way to look at it. It's either, you know, you like it now and it's going to change, or you dislike it now and it's going to change. And I honestly feel like, yes, the weapons, they might be a little bit slower pace since you have to go around and sort of farm up materials, whether that be mechanical parts or animal bones, in order to upgrade them. And it's very hard to find naturally good spawned weapons. You have to upgrade it in order to get them. So I can see people's complaints with that. But I honestly think that makes the game so much more interesting. And it's so much more different than just going into a game and getting a mythic scar, getting that mythic grappler, getting that mythic grenade launcher. And that was one of the most fun seasons, Chapter 2, Season 2. But I feel like a lot of people don't remember that, hey, that season was very different. It wasn't very similar to any other season. And if it was done the best way. And the only time I will be mad at a season, it's not going to be because of how bad the items are. It's going to be because either new items are reskins of old items, or the new items we have are worse versions that might be pretty different, but they're worse to the old items. Like, for example, I feel like drift boards in cars are similar. They're similar, or ATKs or quad crashers is probably the best example. All of those are similar. Which is the most fun? I would easily say ATKs because of the crazy things you can do with them, and that's one of the most fun aspects of Fortnite. Doing the crazy wild things that you can't really do in any other game. So I'll never be mad at Epic Games for making something stupid and fun and just testing it out, because I feel like that's when Fortnite's at its peak. When Epic is throwing in random items to the meta and they're trying to see, hey, does this work, without much testing. I feel like at the end of the day, it's better to go into something and be severely pissed off or very, very happy than to be in the middle of that, to feel sort of nothing, because at least you end up feeling something. If you're pissed off, that's good because you're feeling that emotion. Because if you go into the game and you're like, oh, this is okay, this is like bleh, it's whatever, I don't really know, you're not really feeling anything, and you're not going to remember that experience. But you're going to remember when the mechs were in the game. Did you remember when an average item was in the game? Probably not, because it wasn't memorable. So I'm always down for change, and guys, I really hope that Epic continues to bring that change day in, day out, season in, season out, week in, week out. That is when Fortnite's at its peak. And the last point I wanted to bring up, do you guys know why people like C-Day, Laserbeam, Fearless, they just basically stopped uploading Fortnite? It's not because fun, overpowered weapons were in the game. That's not the reason. I know it has a lot to do with the sweaty players, but I also don't think that's the reason. I truly believe it's because of the lack of updates Fortnite was bringing out at that time. There was a reason to get on for those people. It was to show off the new fun items. It was to have fun. And, you know, even if you don't necessarily think that all of these items are fun, well, they weren't all fun back in the day either. I feel like a lot of people have these nostalgic glasses on for older Fortnite, which really isn't the case. Older Fortnite had a lot of great things, but it also had a lot of boring, uninteresting things that nobody could have made a video on. So even if you think that this season is boring, even if you think that these items aren't fun, even if you think that, you know, these content creators couldn't make good videos with the new weapons, with the new items. So even if you think all of the items are boring this season and you don't necessarily like them, well, if Epic Games is getting back to what they used to be, well, that means that eventually they will bring out those fun items, and who knows, maybe some of your favorite content creators will come back in the future. I really hope that is the case. I mean, time will tell. We're just gonna have to sort of sit back, wait, and see. The thing I will mention, he's almost account level 2,000, 47 duo wins with almost 4,000 kills, 72 duo wins with about 3,600 kills, 194 squad wins with about 3,800 kills, and 156 LTM wins with about 3,800 kills. I did want to end up talking about the new season. I feel like these account videos are the perfect place to do them every once in a while. This isn't going to be like my typical account video style, but I still hope you guys did enjoy. If you guys did enjoy this style of video, make sure to tell me. If you just despised it, make sure to tell me that as well. I would appreciate it, guys. Thank you so much for watching. I really hope you guys did enjoy. If you guys did, make sure to drop a sub and use my code COBESMIND. I'll see you guys later. Bye, guys.